Good morning, dear students. In our previous lecture, we have started lesson number 9, that is energy resources. In that, we have learned about substance-based energy resources and process-based energy resources. We have completed substance-based energy resources, and in that, we studied about wood, coal, mineral oil, natural gas, biogas, energy from waste material, atomic energy. So we have completed all this. Today we are going to learn about process-based energy resources. Okay. So first of all, we are going to learn about Hydel power. Okay. What is Hydel power, children? Hydel power is the power which is obtained from the kinetic energy. Now what is kinetic energy, children? It is the energy which is possessed by a moving object. Okay, moving object possesses kinetic energy. So here, what is the moving object here? The moving object is water. Okay, children. Hydel power is the power obtained from the kinetic energy of running water. Okay, here you can see clearly in this picture that the water is running, it is falling. Okay, clear? So it is, this power is generated from the kinetic energy, okay, of running water. Hydel power does not cause any degradation of environment, means it is not at all harming our environment. Okay, it is not at all, see, it is not creating pollution, it is very safe for the environment. The water used in generating power can still be used again, right, children? This water can be used again and again. Okay, it is renewable energy resource. Okay, also the water used in generating, okay, it can be used again. Example over here is Bhakra Nangal, which is in Punjab, okay, and Koyana, which is in Maharashtra. These are the examples of hydel power. Okay, children. Yeah. Now, moving ahead, we will move ahead and see about wind energy. Okay, the energy which is generated by wind. Okay. Now, we know very well that man has been using this resource. We are completely dependent on wind for various purposes, and we are using this resource since hundreds of years, right? So we are actually using in over there for sailboats and all. Yes, children. So but nowadays what we are doing, wind energy is being utilized for the power generation also. Clear, children? It is utilized for that purpose. For generating power, a wind speed should be of 40 to 50 kilometer per hour. Okay, it should be within this range, and it is required, the speed of the wind, it should be of 40 to 50 kilometer per hour. Okay, now because of this speed, what happens, children? The blades of the windmills, they turn, they generate electricity. Now you can see here, children, these are the blades, right? What happens here? Once the if this the wind of the speed, it is of 40 kilo to 50 kilometer per hour. Because of that, what happens? These blades, they start turning, they start rotating. Okay, and we know very well, any moving object, it will possess what? Kinetic energy. So here, as these blades are moving, as these blades are rotating, what happens? They are generating kinetic energy. Okay, a kinetic energy is generated within them. So this kinetic energy is further converted into what, children? Electricity. Clear? So with this, because of kinetic energy, this kinetic energy is what? It is further used, and it is converted into electricity. Now this electricity which is generated, it is used for agriculture, and it is used for domestic use, and also it is used in industries, right? We can use this electricity for various purposes. As we humans, we are dependent on it for various things. Okay, in our house, we are completely dependent, or for completing various tasks, we need electricity, right? For cooking, right? While cooking, for we use it for we use to work on mixer grinder and all. For studying, we need light bulbs, and also what happens, they are all working on electricity. Fan is working on electricity. So for domestic use, for industries, okay, for all this purpose, we can use electricity. Okay. Now, in the states of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, windmills have been erected at many places. Okay. So all these things have been done. Okay, or in various parts of in various states of India. Okay. Now, moving ahead, we are going to study about solar energy. Now, children, solar energy, we obtained it from sun, right? We get what? We get light and heat from the sun. It is our natural source of heat and light, right? So, here, children, what happens? The intensity of solar energy, the intensity of the solar energy is the maximum in the torrid zone. Okay, children, see, we have studied about the torrid, temperate and frigid. So in the torrid zone, why the intensity is maximum? It is maximum because this region is receiving perpendicular sun rays, right? It is what? It is receiving what? Perpendicular sun rays. That is why the intensity of solar energy is what? Maximum in the torrid zone. In a country like India, which is where we are in the torrid zone, children. So that is why we have a lot of scope of using solar energy, right? So there are various solar power plant, okay, children, in our country, right? So in Dhule district of Maharashtra, there is a solar power plant at Sakri, which is in Dhule. Okay. Now, there are various devices which are actually running on solar energy. Okay, they are what? Cookers. Solar cooker is there. You can see in this picture, children. This is a solar cooker. Okay, lamps are there. Heaters are there. Vehicles are also running on solar power. Okay, so also you must have seen that nowadays solar panels have been they are actually planted on the terrace. You can see, yes, children. So here various buildings are using solar panels and all in order to get the warm, okay, warm water, okay, in their buildings. Okay, so in this way, this solar energies can be used, okay, in order to in actually in our day-to-day life. Okay, now next is tidal energy. Now see, children, here waves, okay, sea waves and the tides, there is a movement, okay. The sea waves and tides are movements of ocean water, right, that go on continuously. You can see waves are generated in the water, right, the ripples. Okay, so, and you must have heard about the high tides and low tides, okay, right, whenever you visit any beach, okay, or any ocean or that place, okay, near that place, what happens, you must have heard, okay, that right now there is a high tide, right now there is a low tide, okay, you must have heard. So these sea waves and tides, they are the movements of ocean water that are happening continuously. Okay, and children, about tides you're going to learn in detail in 7th standard. Okay, there is a complete chapter about tides. Okay, so a technology has now been developed to generate power with the help of the speed and the force of the waves. Okay, children, you must have seen that how forcefully the water come near the seashore. You must have seen the movement of the water near the seashore and all. Okay, the way the waves have been moving, right? So the technology has been now developed to generate power with the help of the speed and the force of the waves. Okay, Here, with the help of this force and all, children, here also we can actually generate electricity from the kinetic energy. You can see over here. So this is also moving water, children. So this moving water will also possess kinetic energy. So that is why what is happening, children? Electricity can be obtained from kinetic energy. Okay, this energy is pollution free and everlasting. Okay, this energy is what, children? It is pollution free and everlasting, right? It is not harming us, and it is everlasting, means it is long lasting. Okay, clear? Now it can be used on a large scale in a peninsular country like India. Okay, children, we can use this, okay, on this energy on a large scale, okay, in order to generate electricity and in order to produce power. Efforts are on to start such projects in India. So still our government is planning in order to have such projects in India. Okay, now moving ahead, we are going to study about the last topic, that is geothermal energy. Now, what is this geothermal energy, children? Now, hot water, okay, hot water springs have always been an object of curiosity for man, right, children? Hot water springs, okay, they have always been an object. We are always curious about it. What is this? So it can be seen at an Unadeo, Vajreshwari, Manikaran, at such places. Okay. Now, the temperature in the Earth's interior, it is actually increases by 1 degree Celsius at a depth of every 32 meters. So when we move towards the interior of the Earth, so every after 32 meters, the temperature of the Earth's interior, it increases by 1 degree Celsius. Okay, children. Now, what has done, children? Man has actually developed a process which actually underground he can, whereby this underground heat, it can be utilized. Okay, that the underground heat, okay, in the Earth's interior, that heat can be used to generate power. Means the underground energy, okay, underground heat which is present at the interior of the Earth, okay, children, that heat can be used to generate power. One such project is located at the Manikaran, which is at Himachal Pradesh in India. Now see, children, all the above energy resources, they are what? They are abiotic, right? Means no living thing is related, no power or no energy is used or is produced, uh, resulting the living organisms. It is not produced with the help of living organism. It is not biotic, it is abiotic. Okay, so that is why they cause what, children? They cause minimum pollution over here. Okay, minimum pollution is generated. They are also known as inexhaustible energy resources. Why? Because it is not limited. This resource is unlimited. It is not going to be exhaustible. Okay, yeah, it is available for us in plenty. Now, energy resources must be used very carefully. See, children, whatever we humans, we are completely dependent on these energy resources in our day-to-day life. We carry our day-to-day activities using these energy resources. So we have to use them very carefully in order to in order so that these energy resources will be available for the future generation. Okay, the demand for energy is increasing all the time due to the growing population. So see, children, as the population is increasing, our demands are going to increase. We will be needing more and more land, more and more water, and more all these resources which are related to it, right? All these energy resources, natural resources, we really need them. Okay, so So their demand is going to increase. Why? Because of the growing population, because of the urbanization, okay, and because of the growing needs of the man. So it is very necessary, it is necessary for us to have or to use it alternatively, okay. So we should not use them, okay. We should use them alternatively, so that right now, see, during daytime we should not use the electricity, okay. We should open the windows and all. the 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 sun rays are sufficient for us, okay, right. In the evening, okay, we know that it is darkness, okay. So at that time we should use the electricity, the lights, the bulbs, we can use it. But during daytime we should avoid using it, right, children, so that we can really conserve it. Next is what, if you want to visit near place, okay, if you want to go to a place which is near to our house, we should avoid using the vehicles, we should go by walking, or we should use cycles, right, children. So in this way we can use it alternatively, and non-conventional energy resources should be used to meet these needs, okay. It is also necessary to use energy frugal, okay. We must always avoid unnecessary use of electricity, children, right, just like I told you right now. And it is possible for us to do so, it is really possible and easy for us to do so, okay. So see, children, it is completely in our hand to conserve these energy resources, right? And really there are the alternatives available for us. It is in our hand to use those alternatives, okay. So here our lesson number 9, that is energy resources, is completed.